Okay. Good afternoon or morning or evening, everybody. Depending on what time you're watching this and where you're watching this from. Okay. This is gonna be Bound to Lose, Destined to Win. Okay. And I'm just gonna start at the beginning. I know I already read I think I probably already read the acknowledgements and stuff like that. Okay, I'm just going to start chapter 1. Life with a Wicked Man. Okay. A wise man fears and departs from evil, but a fool rages and is self-confident. A quick-temper man acts foolish, and a man of wicked intentions is hated. Proverbs 14, 16, and 17. Irma, stay away from that guy. He's bad. There's something about that man that's not right. But everybody else is married. I want to get married, too. I don't want to be an old maid. Besides, he was such a handsome young man. And that is why Irma Jean Macaulay, a spirit-filled believer who attended a church of God in Christ, married Robert Kelly, the man that her uncle and pastor warned her to stay away from. Robert met Irma in Vallejo, California, in the hospital where they both worked. She was a nursing student, he was a janitor. Nursing students were not permitted to have conversations with the employees, but Robert kept his eye on Irma. He cornered her one day to tell her he'd been watching her. In the beginning, she ignored his increasingly flirtatious advances, but he was not a man who gave up easily. He learned where she attended church and showed up for services. As it turned out, Robert was a hypocrite who had no problem pretending that he and Jesus were best buddies who went back a long way. That pretense, along with his looks, smooth talk, and shower of attention, sucked Irma into a cruel vacuum from which she would not escape until Robert died 26 years later. From the time they married in 1947, he made life miserable for Irma and their 10 living children, of whom I was one. A father should be the protector and spiritual leader of his family. He is called to submit to God as the head of his household, loving his wife as Christ loves the church. A man under submission, a father should obey God. He should be the priest of the household, instructing his family in righteousness and setting an upright example for them to follow. Our dad was a priest, all right, a voodoo priest. And instead of loving his wife as Christ loves the church, he was a man with an iron fist who often beat her to the ground. Instead of a protector of his family, he was an abusive man whose explosive rage and ungodly behavior loosed demons from hell into our home. He is no longer alive, but the effect of his actions lives on. Parents should give their children the gift of a godly heritage. I am thankful that through all the torment, my mother had the strength to hold fast to her faith in God, to anoint her children with oil and pray blessings and protection over us, and to teach us the ways of righteousness, even though my father fought her every way imaginable. Robert Kelly had a generational history of voodoo, but my mother did not know that before she married him. None of us knew the full story until we traced our family lineage through genealogical archives kept by the Mormon Church in Salt Lake City, Utah. Through research, we learned about a potato farmer in Ireland named John Kelly. In 1846, the potato crop in Ireland failed, and terrible famine and disease followed. John Kelly decided he could no longer deal with it, so he packed his family and belongings and moved to Hispaniola. Today, that island is split between Haiti and the Dominican Republic. There, John started a plantation with about 40 slaves, all of whom were already on the island when he arrived. Okay, so that's all for this video. Thank you for watching.